Welcome back to the Backside Poddy. This week, we are joined by Australian triathlete and recent competitive cycling convert, Ellie Hoitink. We're going to wrap up the Brisbane Cycling Festival and we're going to talk all about the Hell of the North, Paris Roubaix. Let's go!
2 gin and tonics, 2 vodkas and a scotch. 2 gin and tonics, 2 vodkas and a scotch.
Yes?
500 watts, please. Got a bit excited there, Sean, did you?
Went the long version, mate.
Double bar tape, double tap. Let's introduce you to the Backside Poddies. Nico.
Johnny, lovely to be here.
Shauno.
G'day.
Brincini.
Good to be back.
And the lovely Ellie.
Hello.
And myself, Johnny Irish. Nico, how have you been keeping? How's your week been?
Johnny, I've recovered from the plague I had last week, so I'm feeling a hell of a lot better.
Did you get that too?
Yeah, there's that nasty little throat thing going around.
Mate.
Just decked me for a little bit. But we're back now, we're good, and I've just been wearing out Baker's gravel bike tyres as much as I can. Just keep riding that thing around
Are
the
they
road.
slicks yet, mate?
They're getting pretty close. It's like a
Yeah.
little fast file tread on the back, so stopped humming around. It's just getting real slippery. It's perfect.
Hope you don't replace them and give it back to them.
No, I've already put new bar tape on. I think I'll give him 2 new tyres for those troubles as well.
Good lad.
And then in my spare time, I picked up tennis rackets. I went out, played a couple of...
Bit of pickleball.
not pickleball. We were just on underarm serve tennis because doing the proper serves is too difficult and I've blown my ankles out. Hey, walking up and down stairs, this is a new battle. Just, I can't change directions. I can't run around. I've just been so optimized on mediocre cycling. I can't do anything else.
Just
How old
spinning
are
your
you?
legs in circles.
That's it. But maybe we'll talk about it later. Good news for the week.
What, the tennis?
No.
Yeah, right.
New bike has been ordered.
Hey.
It's coming. It's on the way.
We might put some bike chat in.
We'll put a bit of bike.
Definitely
later.
do.
Well, we said this last week and we never got to it.
No, we just had fun.
We'll see how far we get in the Paris Roubaix part.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Shauno, what have you been up to?
Mate, I actually stepped out from the shadows and into the limelight the other night.
Sparkling lime flavored water light.
I jumped on and co-commentated with Katie Bates for the Esports Nationals.
Tell us about it.
Mate, it was a fantastic experience. Katie, my God, she is the utmost professional, hey, and the best person to learn off. And she was
So not like us.
not like us at all. Like we got put to shame. But yeah, it was the best experience. It was at QUT, so
In the cube.
in the cube, and seeing it was at QUT, they utilized all the film students at QUT, and it was like a full production. Hey,
Yeah.
like there were 40 people in the background, cameras everywhere.
Big
It was-
crowd?
I don't know. I was out the back.
Oh, they'll
Yeah.
hit you away, mate.
Yeah, hit us away where we should be. But yeah, it was fantastic. So sort of keen to do a little bit more of it. Sort of.
Maybe some crit races.
Yeah, I might rack the bike now and just talk dribble, full-time dribbler.
Doing a pretty good job with it when you're still riding, mate.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm not too bad. But the highlight was Friday night, and then the downlight was the rest of the weekend because I came down with some serious sickness after that. And I had to pull out of Tour de Brisbane on Sunday, which was a
That's a bit of a shame.
bit of a shame because it's always a good day. And I was sitting here on the couch, and it was such a beautiful day too.
Champagne weather that
Yeah,
day. Couldn't have
and-
been nicer.
I was just
On the
like,
couch or somewhere else?
Well, yeah, close enough to the couch.
Quick sprinting distance.
Yes. And I was just like, God damn. But the thing I was most disappointed was the piss up afterwards.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Yeah. And I was just like, can't even, if I have a sip of beer, I'll,
It'll go straight in and straight out.
Yeah, exactly. But that is what it is. And, but you know what? It's a pleasure to have Mr. Freebie back in the house.
Thank you, mate. Play the applause, please.
If I could find the button.
Can't find the button. 500 watts, please.
No, it's good to be back, mate. It's been I don't even know how to say it, but it's been a pretty challenging time for me. Obviously, my dad passed away 2 weeks ago, about that. So have been off the show, obviously been down in Adelaide a lot in the lead up to his passing, and then obviously since then, just finding the energy to kind of get back into it. So it's sort of been a challenging time for me, but haven't done a lot of riding because of that. Just haven't had the energy, haven't had the enthusiasm. So coming back onto here tonight, sort of starting to get me excited again on the cycling side of things, and just trying to get life back to some level of normality, which is nice. But yeah, lots to still do from a grieving point of view, and also just with the funeral coming up next week. So yeah, lots happening in my world. But I've also got that virus that Nico's had. So
We didn't kiss or anything.
oh, he wasn't here, so I can
Mate,
I can vouch for that. But then yeah, just my life's been busy as well. Been doing a heap of renos on a property and just trying to get that all organised.
You gotten your hands dirty.
Yeah, I'm pretty handy. I actually patched the ceiling on the weekend.
How'd it go? Has it fallen down yet?
I haven't been back. But it was a decent hole. So someone pulled out a fan, so I just stuck up a little thing in there and did some filler. Is it?
Do your best, fill the rest.
Yeah. So did that, mate, and then just haven't really done some writing, so I've got a lot of work to do. Went out with Johnny this morning, and man, I've got a long way to go. So we'll get back to it, but it's hasn't been a priority for me. So on we go, kind of thing. Onwards and upwards.
Onwards and upwards.
What's this about a kilo steak challenge I see, mate?
Yeah, well, I was just going to put it out to you, Shawnee.
Oh.
Since you look like you're a bit leaner from last week, but Johnny and I are going to go down. I think Johnny's going to come down this Sunday, Norman Hotel. I'm going for my 4-peat kilo steak challenge.
Fuck.
You got to eat the whole kilo, rump, bread roll, and 2 sides.
Oof.
And then you qualify as a champion.
Mate, the best thing about a rump is it's a very easy steak to eat.
Oh, not after a kilo.
Not after a kid. But I did a T-bone not long ago.
Yeah, a lot of bone in that.
A lot of bone, but also thick and fatty.
Yeah.
Sign me up, mate.
Yeah, no. So, so Sunday lunch, actually, if anyone's interested. Going to pop down to the Norman.
Mate, the whole Backside Poddy supporting crew is going to be there.
It'll be pretty funny.
Yeah.
I think 25 are already coming, so it's going to be a big session.
Really?
Yeah.
We might bring the mics down.
You can commentate, Sean.
Yeah, I'll commentate.
Well, that's
with
a lovely
now.
slice of beef going in.
Is there a time limit, by the way?
No,
you
take
just.
your time, mate.
Just graze all day on that thing.
Graze all day and slide down a litre or 2 of red wine and you'll be fine.
Oh God.
Anyway,
Sounds
that's
like
me.
a rough Monday.
That's me.
It's got to be.
Yeah, actually, it's definitely a down Monday. It's hard coming back from that.
Oh,
Carry on.
keen.
Onwards and upwards.
How you been, Johnny?
Oh, yeah. Well, ups and downs. Obviously, very, very sad to see one of my best mates lose his father. And I've been very lucky to know his dad pretty well and hang out with them a few times. So, I could really, really feel for that. But then I went to the Tour de Brisbane and I learned some things about myself.
Here we go.
About my bike. I learned that your shins can cramp.
Yeah,
I didn't know
they can.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yep.
But I found that out about 300 meters for the line when I started to sprint for what I thought was going to be a glorious podium. And instead had to sit down and, I don't know, pedal like a duck. That's the only way I could describe what I did next. And, weep, whimpering, whilst people swarmed around me, whilst they also, I assumed, cramped in their arses or whatever. And we all just kind of limped over the line. It was terrible.
No, I've had that pain as well. It's horrible.
And do you know what happened in the lead up to that? My bike had been squirting me with pink shit for the last 30 kilometers.
Pink shit.
Yeah, so
Some sealant.
yes, so in the last, I don't know, I feel like I've been absolutely cursed the last 3 or 4 weeks. I have had 7 punctures across every single wheel and tire that I own. So I was really panicking in the lead up to the Tour de Brisbane. I'm going to get some new tires. I got some new tires, got some new sealant. Shout out Bike Bug who got that, turned that around for me really, really quick. Put the things on, inflated them, and I'm we're good to go. And we're about, 25, 30 kilometers from the end, and we're rotating in this group, and first guy comes up and he goes, oh, mate, you got something on your leg there. And I look down, and I'm maybe I've got a puncture. And then a couple of people are there's a lot of shit on your leg. There's shit on me, and there's shit on this guy, and there's shit on this girl. So yeah, the sealant had come pumping out. I'm oh, you cannot be serious. I'd made the front group, and I'm surely this is not how my race ends. Well, luckily, it just about held on and gave me, that beautiful chance to cramp so bad in the sprint and have my hopes dashed once again. So yes, it just went went home and went on the piss instead, and that was great.
Is that code for the DMTs didn't really work? The cramping your shins and everything?
Did you wear the
Shoes, no good?
DMTs?
No, I didn't wear the DMTs. I need to give them back to you, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. I heard you've been running around Brisbane with them on for like the last 2 months.
Do you know, I've tried them. I must
The
tell you,
poggies.
we
The
must do
poggies.
a little mini review of that. Like that's kind of one of the cases of something which should be brilliant, yet isn't
you-
brilliant for the majority.
Did you do the
I
white or orange
could-
laces, mate?
I
White-
went
white
for
or
the white
orange?
laces.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I pulled out like the orange laces and went back for the white laces.
let's
Because I'm always white on white on white until I'm pink on white and pink and white and pink and white and pink and white.
we'll bookmark that conversation to be had. I'll write a note.
But that was me. Ellie, how was
Welcome.
your week? Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Was a rough week, but it was good. It was nice to try something new. Yeah, cycling. I like it.
Hey, full time.
Oh, I don't know about that. We'll dabble in both for a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see. I've definitely caught the cycling bug. There's definitely room for both. So,
Well,
yeah.
you're not a bad triathlete though, so
Oh, thank you.
maybe.
So for the listeners, Ellie is a bit of a shit hot triathlete, but she's here to tell us a bit of the story about, her background, what she's doing, and maybe start off by telling us why the bike leg is probably the best leg.
Yeah, look, it's probably actually, ironically, not my strongest leg. I've always been known as a bit of a runner, but I have enjoyed doing the bike racing. Obviously, it's like cycling's way more of a team sport, probably more than I actually realised. And that's been a really nice change to go in with a bit of a team plan and do it with a nice bunch of girls. So, yeah, I probably enjoyed that team element the most.
And take us back to the start. Where did you pick up triathlon? Where did you get the bug for it? And maybe just take us through your journey.
Yeah, I started at 12, so pretty young. My sister was a phenomenal swimmer, way better than myself. And she's a bit older than me, so naturally, being the younger child, I just got dragged to swimming
Copied
as
it.
well. Yeah, yep. But unfortunately, did not hold the same talent. That was pretty clear. But I could run, so I made like national teams for school. And then for years, my dad was like, just give this a go. Like, just go to one triathlon session, see if you like it. And I held out for about 2 years. And then eventually I was like, oh, okay, if it'll stop you nagging me, I'll go to one session. And then, yeah, turns out he may have had a point. 'Cause I quit squad swimming that day. Kind of wish I stuck with it a little bit more because that's now my weakest link. But, but it was good. And, yeah, haven't looked back since.
And tell us, where was that?
Canberra. Yeah, Canberra girl originally. So moved up to Brisbane in 2020.
No wonder you wanted to get out of the pool so quick.
Yeah,
100%. Canberra winter's not it.
you'd be breaking the ice every morning.
100%. No, literally, it's scrape it off your car and I'm full Queenslander now.
When did you move up?
2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah,
Good time.
it was. Yeah. It's home now. I don't think I could go back.
What moved you up?
A coach, the triathlon community. So moved up here for a coach. I spent a year in the Gold Coast first, but that wasn't for me. Didn't really find my place there, and then moved up to Brisbane, and I haven't looked back since. It's become home.
Very cool.
It is a nice city.
We've
Yeah.
seen quite a few triathletes around Brisbane. Is it like is this a national sort of mega hub? Most of the talented triathletes are based around here.
So the hub's actually the Gold Coast, but I think Queensland as a state is insane at triathlon. Like recently I spoke at like the all schools triathlon, so with all the young little triathletes, and I think Queensland had like 2 full teams. It was pretty incredible to see. So I think they really punch above their weight in terms of the state.
How many people are in a team of the school triathlon stuff?
I don't know. I think I know. I mean, I only know about ACT because that's who I was speaking with, but I think they had like 22 school triathletes,
Wow.
which is pretty good for us because we're a little state.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive.
Yeah, you're like half the size of Brisbane.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah.
A quarter.
So when did you get your first big breakthrough in the triathlon scene? Like, what was the first big significant race you won or did well at?
Oh gosh, there's been a few. As a young youth athlete, I won Runaway Bay Super Sprint, which at the time was a really
Is that the one they do in
race.
the pool? Like,
Yeah, it's actually
not
next week. Yeah, so I actually do race this weekend coming in that same event. But
They do it in the pool.
they do it in a pool, yeah. So it's a weird little format. They do like you swim in a pool and then the bike's on a bike track and the run's around the athletic track. And it's like a really little triathlon. And
Well, obviously, how many people can get in the pool?
yeah,
Tidal waves in there.
yeah. Shove 2-3 people in a lane and
Surely
yeah,
it's
away you
not
go.
like a mass start event though.
No, it is. Yeah. Well, they do like an elimination. So
Okay.
so I think there's like 3 rounds.
Right.
And so you get eliminated each time.
That's
and then
pretty cool.
The field gets smaller and smaller. So yeah, I won that as a young youth athlete, which is probably the moment that I was like, oh, okay, I could do this professionally. But I think the biggest win was winning Oceanias in 2024. There was a lot of
Huge.
It was, yeah. There was a lot of stuff sort of before that, a lot of coach changes. I had a broken arm. There was an Olympic campaign that got told that it would be impossible to go. And so there was a lot that kind of went into that. And I did it anyway. So I think that's probably been the highlight of the career so far.
How'd you break your arm?
Cycling.
The low impact sport up until the point it isn't.
And it's a
100%.
very high impact.
How'd that
Yeah.
happen?
I'd like to highlight it was not my fault.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Um,
Never is.
Yeah, no. I got my wheel chopped and did what they tell you not to do, but instinct, and put my arm out.
Oh, no.
And
Yeah.
it was in World Championships in Spain too, and a part of Spain that you don't want to break your arm.
Yeah, no doctors.
Yeah, right.
No.
Hospitals.
No English, no doctors. It was basically, the hospital was like a clinic, and even that's a generous term.
Fracture.
So, yeah, flew
I've heard
home.
that a few times.
I'm very bad.
Fracture.
Yeah, flew home,
Home.
literally was sticking out.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Did
Yeah.
it,
30 hours, yep.
did it swell up like crazy? That's such a
I
risk.
knocked myself out on God
Yeah.
knows whatever they gave me, so
Yeah.
don't
You,
really
got to,
remember
you
it.
flew home to do the post fracture.
Yeah, we were not letting them touch me, so we were like, we had a flight home the next day, so we're like,
It would have been like
get
throwing
myself
knit back
home.
over and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and we had to downplay how bad it was because they weren't going to let me on the
was gonna say.
plane, so we had to pretend like I was fine. And then they gave my dad like this massive needle and showed him where to stab me in case like I had a mid-air emergency because they were worried part of the bone might puncture my lung.
Oh.
So the whole like 30-hour flight, he's just like staring at me, seeing if I'm breathing. So yeah, it was an interesting time. So damn cycling.
So what did you break, your arm or your rib?
No, I broke my collarbone
Oh, your
into
collarbone.
3.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And then the middle part kind of stood upright and straight through. Yeah, did a good job.
Oh, that's hectic.
Yeah, how good's cycling?
is that
So
your
maybe
only-
tell us about the swimming leg then.
you can drown doing that.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've had some bad accidents.
Kicked in the
swimming
face?
Too. Yeah, I've had that. Broke my nose in last year in the swim. So honestly, yeah, I've had some bad luck, but no, it is good fun, the triathlon. But yeah, I have had some pretty bad luck. So unfortunately do need to actually get a nose job. It's still not quite fixed from a broken nose in the swim. So yeah,
Ouch.
triathlon brutal.
That would have hurt.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know at the time either. I was
Full of adrenaline.
yeah. I was racing and I was like, oh, I got kicked in the face. And like when I got kicked, I stopped because
Yeah,
you
you
start seeing those like little bits of tinfoil. And yeah, I finished the race and I was like, gosh, I got kicked pretty hard. Like it almost winded me. And they were like, yeah, like, we're going to have to fix that. And it was in the Netherlands and they were just so nonchalant. They
Oh,
were like,
right.
oh yeah, we put it back. It's like, okay. So they just stuck their fingers up my nose and ripped it over.
Straighten it up.
Yep.
That's very Dutch.
Yeah.
Take the nose, take the coffee, take
Yeah.
a cigarette, it's all right.
What are you complaining about?
Oh,
Swimming, I swear, is the absolute worst. So, like early on in the piece, before I took
that's
up
because you're
cycling-
Irish, mate.
Yeah, this is true.
discussed this.
We are not built for being in the water. We are built for drinking water, brown, delicious, creamy water. Although there was a lot of drinking of water actually when I tried to swim. I mean, swimming is actually, you know what? That's doing a disservice to the word. What I do is not drown in forward direction. That's how I would describe it. I remember I went in to get like lessons before because I was like, it was clear I was going super slow. I went to a squad training and like even all the like 80-year-olds were like swimming away from me. So I went to the Valley Pool and like this young squad girl came up and she's like, I'm going to give you some coaching lessons. I'm like, okay, great. She's like, so swim up and down as fast as you can. And I swam up and down as fast as my little feet could go and as much as my little heart could go. And I popped out at the end and she was like, oh, sorry, you didn't hear me. I want you to go up and down as fast as you can. So then when I showed up at the triathlon, you know, so that we like started in the wave. So I've sprinted out and immediately got dropped by the wave. And then, you know, I'm swimming on my own and I've got to like follow a course and I can't turn. You know, I'm not an ambi-turner. I can't turn left. So I'm like bobbing around and then like the wave behind me comes over me.
No.
Kicks me in the butt, kicks me in the head, kicks me in the face. And now I'm like really trying to drown. So I get really disorientated and I'm trying to make a turn. Another wave comes over me. And now I'm really lost. And eventually I slam into the side of a boat. Like the guy on the board like was like, do you need rescuing? And I'm like, no, I'm fine.
I'm competing.
I'm competing.
So then I got on the bike.
So you should be at Runaway Bay because it's just.
I should.
Yeah,
just
it's full.
above the beach.
Yeah, can't get lost
Swim to the
there.
edge, mate.
And then like boom, up and down the corner. I'm like, after this, I am never doing triathlon. And I swear to God, I racked it and went straight to grit racing, and I've never looked back since. And Ellie, I believe you've also had like a move to grit racing. Tell us,
epiphany.
how did you? Who brought you into racing, or was it you, or was it someone else? Tell us the story.
Yeah, I guess it's been a little bit of a different thing for me to sort of dabble in. I think the crit racing has been an important part of my training for the last couple of years, just because I'm draft legal triathlon.
Yeah.
And I'm in that Olympic distance, so
Learning
those
skills.
those crit races are pretty transferable to my triathlon. So yeah, they've been a pretty important part of the Saturday session. So we do those crits in the morning and then do a run off as well. So I think just the skill level and trying to keep up with those girls is probably the biggest thing. And of course we race in with the men as well. So yeah, I think, look, my sprinting's not great, but the skill itself is good to know and good to learn.
And was it your coach that sent you to do it, or was it something that you felt you wanted to do to help build your ability to race?
No, it was actually my coach that told me to do it. He always tells me to build out my toolbox and to put myself in as many uncomfortable situations as possible. So it was his idea. I think that's actually how I ended up racing Oshis. That was his advice. So he's in the bad books. I still haven't recovered. But no, it was his idea. And to be honest, I think triathlon training can be pretty repetitive and long hours. So to be able to race, it's a pretty fun session.
What does a normal week look like for you? So you do Saturday mornings at Muzz, run off the bike.
Yeah.
What does the other 6 days a week look like?
So I'm pretty swim dominant. So it's about 2 to 3 sessions every day. So I'm about 5 hours of training every day.
Yeah, righto. That makes, do you know what? I retract what I said earlier.
Yeah, it's a bit. So like every day is different, but I swim about 30K a week, run between 60 to 65 a week, and then I'm really exposing myself on a cycling potty here, but I ride about 200 a week, so not much cycling, unfortunately.
Me too.
And gym, just a bit of gym dabbled in there as well.
Just a bit of gym dabbled in there as well. Yep.
Beautiful.
I want to backpedal and ask you about the crit racing and how it compares to the racing in triathlon as well. Mm-hmm. Is it similar? Because I've never done a draft legal triathlon in my life.
Did they yell at you, hold the shoe in the triathlon as well?
No.
Really?
There's not as much abuse in triathlon as there is in men's B grade.
Yeah, well said. Where's the applause button?
What, do they give you a hard time as well?
Oh, 100%.
Really?
Yeah. But we have a good group of girls now, so we start to give it back a little bit. But
Just right away from them.
Oh, we do. And then they still, it's still not good enough. They ride for sheep stations in B grade, I tell you. It's very important. But it is honestly, it is pretty much the same as a triathlon, especially the punches. Like I think the
kicks. I think the actual
Not the actual punches.
Punches to the
Ross
head.
B grade's gone downhill.
Jeez, that's a bit serious.
No fingers up your bum yet.
Oh, Jesus, Nico. Righto, John Hopper.
No, we're not throwing any elbows yet. But I think
It's a Lauren Perry special.
no. But I think in a triathlon, like it's not always the bike's not always hard. Sometimes there are a bit of games that go on. Sometimes it's about being a running race. Sometimes you're a bit further back than you might like, and you've got to, push yourself up and actually ride hard as well. So I think having the punches and the attacks, especially in B grade, it's either on or it's not.
Yeah.
And so that translates pretty well.
Yeah. Now, like, what are the tactics in like the cycling leg of a sprint triathlon? Like in a bloody triathlon where you can draft? Is it like, let's form a break, let's ride in a bunch? Like, are people trying to form breaks? Are people trying to get away to get that advantage going into the run leg?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it depends on what your strengths are.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a group of swimmers that absolutely love to drill the bike and to try and stay away.
Yes.
But if it comes together, which is where it becomes pretty interesting, like if it's one group on the bike, then it becomes a massive game and you're hardly pedaling, and then it's just mainly a running race.
Yeah, right.
So it really
Suits
does
you.
depend. Yeah. So it depends on the triathlon. Like I said, sometimes if you're a bit behind in the swim, you might have to try and ride a bit harder than you'd like. But yeah, I think for me, running's a strength. So we're usually pretty fine with just rolling around at the least amount of watts as possible.
Yeah.
Are we going to see you try your hand at any long distance triathlons?
No.
No.
What
No.
is-
Hard first.
That's a hard no.
That's quick and emphatic.
Yeah, that's a hard no.
Why is that?
So I've done one in my time. And
Which one?
I did Moreton Bay.
Oh, yeah.
Nick actually was there. He
Rode past you. Is that Ellie?
I think we had a conversation on the run. That's how much I was into it. But no, it doesn't hold the same.
What does that say for you, mate? It's your second lap, wasn't it?
I was on the bike. Gone along the bike path on the Redcliffe Bridge.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were competing as well.
Fuck no.
No, it's not. I mean, never say never, but it definitely doesn't hold the same place for me. I think I'm not as good on the TT bike, and I love the speed of a draft legal triathlon and sprint and Olympic triathlon. So, yeah, the fact that it's non-drafting and quite long, it doesn't suit me as much, and I just don't enjoy it as much. So, look, never say never. Maybe in my retirement, but not yet.
You can still go 49k an hour
Yeah, you can.
on a TT bike.
True.
What are some of the things you've brought back to your triathlon cycling now, the leg that you've learnt from, I guess, riding in the crits and other parts of cycling?
I think this is,
Or
I don't
nothing.
know.
Or nothing.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know how to say this without sounding like I'm tooting my own horn, but I knew that the cycling leg for me was always quite strong. I think throughout my triathlon, people have told me that, but I don't think I realised how strong. And I think that that's changed the way that I race my triathlon now. I think we're going into this year like, all right, let's just race with a bit of courage. Let's use our weapons. And now we're going into it and trying to hurt some legs on those bikes, which is fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Talk us through some of those tactics, because that's really interesting. So if you're coming out a little bit slower on the swim, you want to try and hurt people, but also make sure that you're getting a nice bunch together so that nobody has an advantage, so you can take advantage of your run. Talk me through your perfect race, or if you've like pictured, say, maybe if you're doing Noosa. Are you maybe doing Noosa this year?
No, because I don't like my TT bike, like I said.
Oh, yeah, that's not
It's not
draft
draft
legal.
No.
So let's pick a draft legal one. Talk us through your perfect race where you cross the line in the finish.
All right. Ideally, front pack swim. That's a big thing for me. We would normally come out a little bit further back. So ideally, we come out with the front girls on the swim. Hopefully, it would be a little small group on the bike, and then we take it away in the run. But like I said, I think this year we're going to try and do something a little bit different and use that bike leg. I think in triathlon, not forgotten, but I think sometimes, especially in the women's racing, we don't tend to use it as much. It kind of just is either a swimming race or a running race. And if it comes together, the pace does come off and everyone's sort of okay with it being a running race. I don't think especially in Australia, there's no one that really takes on that bike leg.
Wow.
And that's something that I'd like to try.
Oh, you want to bring more aggression to it.
Yeah, so hopefully they're not listening.
Put them in the gutter.
Yeah.
Put him in the gutter.
mate.
That's it. Well, yeah, because the
those
use of
elbows.
wind in cycling is something
was
that is
about to say
often
that.
forgotten. And I mean, like Muzz, and particularly some of the new iterations of Muzz where you come into the infield, is a great example where just adding some corners where you can utilize wind direction, you can absolutely put people to the sword, even when they're in the wheel. It'd be very cool to see you bring that across to triathlon.
100%.
What are most of your courses there, like hot dog
Bust
kind of
it up.
style or multiple laps or out
Multiple
and back?
laps.
Yeah.
Yeah, multiple laps. I mean, it does change. There are a few that are hilly, but for the most part, the bigger races are multiple laps and flat. Yeah, so that skill level definitely comes.
What about some of the more technical elements, like such as aerodynamics and things like that? Are you focused on that much?
Yes, that's an element I think that is very, very underrated in triathlon.
You've got
But
free reign, there's no UCI rules holding you
yeah,
back.
yeah. All that we do, but I think it is very underrated in triathlon, and that's something
very exciting.
Yeah, and that's something I try and lean into as much as possible and try and learn as many skills as possible, especially holding onto a wheel, learning which direction to roll off when the wind's a certain direction, all those types of skills. But yeah, I think that is often forgotten in the triathlon world.
Put them in the gutter.
Absolutely.
Can you talk us through your bike setup
Yep.
and your preferred wheel choice, tire choice, pressures,
Brand
brands,
bike.
or whomever's
All of it.
all of it?
I'm on a Canyon Air Road, which I absolutely love. Did take a bit of a hit in the ProVelo, which is a bit sad. But yeah, a couple of chips out of the paint, but that's okay. I'm on Zip wheels, which I, again, absolutely love.
404s?
Yes, 404s, yes. Which took a bit of a hit. 454s, actually.
Sit down, Johnny. Bougie. Sit down.
I am bougie. As for tyres, I'm Conti GP 5000.
What width?
28 mils then on the 454s?
28 mil.
Rock
yeah.
solid.
You have to, John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tubeless. So run about 55, 60 tyre pressure.
Wow.
Do you also have a
Pink sealant?
sealant?
No.
Like I have?
No pink
That
sealant,
pink
thankfully. No pink sealant. I'm white sealant. But yeah.
What
no
what
pink-
brand is the pink sealant?
Yeah, I've never...
Silka.
Muck off.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason is because
That'll
there
do
was
it,
no
yeah.
Silka in stock, which is what I would normally put in. So I normally have white sealant with like little goopy
Yeah,
things
I
in
didn't
it.
even know they did pink sealant.
Well, you
I
do
want
now.
pink sealant.
And
Yeah.
I know now, and half of
doesn't
Brisbane
work.
knows that pink sealant is available.
It's still
Thanks
on
for
the
nothing,
bridge.
Muck Off. And tell us what gears are you running? Like what group set? What gear ratios do you like to run?
Ooh,
What
yeah.
crank length are you running?
I guess that depends on the triathlon. Again, there are some...
Great answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are some very, very hilly courses in Europe, which I will swap out my cassette for. I run a 50 and then I run a 33 on the back.
So you run one by?
No.
No.
I
Okay.
don't.
That would have
No.
been cool.
No, mainly because of those hilly courses.
Yeah,
And then as for crank length, I'm 165.
And have you done
Spin it.
any experimentation with different crank lengths? Because I know this is a real hot topic in general in cycling, and to Andrew's point around aerodynamics and
Yes.
body position on the bike.
Yes, I've experimented a lot. So I started off on 172.5, which was quite big. And then I went to 170 and then we went to 165 and we're happy at 165. And you can
what do you
really
notice?
notice.
Yeah, what are you noticing?
you can notice. I just found I was like, I don't know, it sounds silly, but I was more comfortable. And I found I was getting pretty tight hips especially with the 172.5.
I guess that's the big thing is you've got to run afterwards.
Yeah.
So you just got to keep everything
True.
as fresh as you can.
Yeah. And I think I don't know, in triathlon, I think the smaller crank length is a thing. So yeah, I think for that reason that you can run off the bike.
Well,
There's
yeah.
no rules on what you can do.
No,
No.
you can do what
It's
you want.
free for all.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah, it is good.
Anyone seen the photo of Pog's position from this year to last year on social run around?
Yeah, he's running a higher stack or something, isn't
No,
he?
he's dropped down and gone forward so far. It's ridiculous. I'll find a photo for you, but it's incredible.
And there's some other things that people are noticing as well. That is the angle of attack on his foot is changed. So instead of like rolling around, I'll exaggerate this. But so as you roll around the top of your stroke, a lot of people would push their heel down. And so, which is quite exaggerated. The majority of people is maybe a slight bit of heel drop or maybe kind of flat parallel to the ground. Pog is coming around with his heel raised and then is like forcing his foot down and around.
Quad dominant.
And it's some, so the speculation is around just trying to activate different types of muscles in the position that he's in order to like generate more power. And so like Ellie was saying as well, he's also running a smaller crank. So he's trying to get like the maximum amount of power and torque out of that revolution. So it's just interesting that even now, when we always think we're at the pinnacle of, both mechanical evolution and, our biological evolution on cycling, and there's always still more to go.
Yeah.
And it's exciting to hear like Ellie's talking about that some parts of triathlon haven't even gone into it. So there's like advantages and gains to be had.
That's real exciting.
Definitely.
So what's on the cards for the year, Ellie?
Good old triathlon. It's a little bit hard to plan.
Yeah.
So for our races, we nominate, but you don't find out until 30 days before.
Really?
So
what a bunch of jerks.
Yeah.
So you train all this effort and
Yeah.
then you don't even know if you're going to the race.
Don't even know till.
How do they
30
work
days
that
before.
out?
So it goes to a selection board. So you have automatic selection criteria. So
Is this for World Cup racing or national racing?
Yeah.
The Red Cliff Classic.
Not the Red Cliff guy. So for World Cup and above, you put your nomination in, and then it goes to a selection board, and then they send you a letter either confirming your status or not, but that happens 30 days before. So
How do you book flights or
yeah,
everything?
exactly. It becomes quite expensive because you're making last minute plans. I've got a rough idea of what I would like the year to look like, but it's subject to change. And I mean, one race can really change the year too. So if you have a good race, that might mean you get multiple starts in Europe in the bigger events. But obviously, if you don't have as good a result, that means you probably have to, we work off points, you probably have to point hunt a little bit more. So at this stage, hopefully head over to Europe and then over to America, which will be nice.
Nice.
One of my training partners is in Boulder in Colorado.
Yeah.
So
Bit of altitude.
Bit of altitude. Yeah. Nice to head over and train with her. So currently that's the plan, but we'll see.
When are you off to Europe?
That'd be June, May, June. Yeah, so soon.
Yeah.
But I do go to China on the 9th. I race on the 9th of May. So I have got that start. That's a World Cup triathlon. So I have confirmation.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Got confirmation of that one. So yeah, off to China and then we'll see.
Whereabouts in China is that one?
It's in Chengdu.
Chengdu.
Yeah, it's an interesting part of the
At
world.
least you can bang around the back of Russia and sneak into Europe.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. I love the randomness of it. Asia's an interesting place. It's just,
It's wild.
so random.
So you've got a pretty incredible palmares already with national Oceania wins. What is your next big goal and what's the target?
Olympics.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that selection is open. So it opens up 18 months before the games, which is a massive selection window. So it does become a bit of a game. So you do have to race quite well across that long period of time. So it is a bit tricky, but I missed the games in 2024. I got reserve, which probably broke me more than I thought it would.
Tell us a bit about though. Why was that? I mean, it's what an achievement to even make reserve over so many others.
Yeah.
But what was difficult?
Did you go over as well?
I did. I was traveling reserve, so it was painful.
Yeah,
So
watch.
You're part of it. You're part of all the meetings. You got to take your uniform measurements just in case. You're watching the event. You're there for watching the ceremonies unfold, but you're on the outside of it. So it was.
That'd be hard.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah. It was brutal. And I think how controversial do you want me to get? But
We want clicks.
This is the Backside Poddy. We can say whatever you,
No one
you want.
No one important listens.
look, the decision of who they took
Yeah,
was a
here we go.
controversial one.
And a stupid one.
Oh, look.
I said it for you, don't worry.
Again, the old discretionary decision is a tough one. At the time, I was the most informed athlete, but unfortunately, they looked at other key performance. I made a pretty late run, so they looked at other elements. But if you looked at the year before the games, I definitely had the most consistent performance and was the most informed athlete at the time. And we naturally thought that would get us on the team. And I think I probably naively said to myself that I would be proud no matter what. Mm-hmm. And I guess I wasn't prepared for how hard it would hit. I think it's been my dream since I was 4. And so just being on the outside of it and being so close, I think I also, again, wrapped up a lot of my identity into that. Yep. And so I didn't really know who I was without that. And I remember just feeling like a complete failure, which I have processed now and realised that that's definitely not the case. But at the time, it felt like I was quite, like I voiced that I wanted to go. And so when I didn't, it was like, oh, everyone knew that I came so close and that I was an almost. So yeah, it stung more than I was prepared for. And to be honest, it's been quite a process to get us back on track. And the fact that we're back here again is exciting, but honestly also pretty scary because I don't really want to put myself through that again. But it's also exciting. I'm excited at the opportunity to try and rewrite the story a little bit.
What was your best lesson in that?
Don't wrap your identity up in what you do. I think it's what I do, it's not who I am. And that's been the biggest lesson that I've taken out of it, that there's Ellie the triathlete and there's Ellie outside of that. And yeah,
the software designer, mate.
The software, yeah, exactly.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I've recently started working with my family business. So they run a software company in the healthcare industry. So this week I'm working with them, which has been, look, the old...
Are you the CEO?
Depends who you ask. I mean, I think I run the joint, but
Generally one
general
week
manager.
in.
yeah, 1 week in. But yeah, the old training and work balance is tough.
You got to pay the bills.
Oh man, it's hard. It's hard. There's been some training in the dark in the mornings and then in the dark at night. So it's been a little bit of a shift. Probably more than I'm willing to admit. It's taken a bit more of a toll. But again, it is actually nice to have that
Distraction.
Yeah, something outside of sport. I think it's pretty hard to get wrapped up in a bad session or a bad result. So yeah, it's nice to have something else. And I get to take my dog in, which is a huge plus.
Oh, how good.
Yeah, he comes into work with me.
Where's the office?
It's in Newstead.
Oh,
Yeah.
Knock on your door.
You're doing all right
in
then.
the stead.
You got doggy daycare now, mate.
Yeah, actually, what sort of dog you got?
Border Collie.
They'll get on, I reckon.
Yeah.
Rube Woodsy.
Ruby won't have a choice.
Rube Woodsy, she loves it.
So is there a couple of things now you've changed in your approach to training as you come to the end? I mean, like one of the things I've just noticed, listened to you talk, is you're using terms like we and us, this concept of the team and the support system around you and how you're approaching all the different legs. Is this something you've taken from that you're now applying?
Yes. Yeah. I think we've learnt a lot over, like I mentioned, probably the last 2 years have been incredibly tough, if I'm honest, but really formative. And one of the amazing things to come out of it was that I have an incredibly strong team. I work outside of my federation, which means I have the ability to pick the people I work with. And while it's a small circle, it's a really strong circle. And everyone in it is, like, I trust implicitly and are all Team Ellie, which is really awesome. So I think we're all unanimous on what goal we're trying to chase, which really helps. So yeah, we've taken a very different approach for this, I guess, Olympic qualification. And I think it's a pretty powerful place to be honest. I think we've learnt a lot from what happened last time. And I know that, we're going to do everything we can to not be in that situation again.
Oh, it sounds exciting, and we're really looking forward to watching the journey unfold. What would be your last pieces of parting advices to maybe young girls getting into triathlon, or maybe like my darling wife who does not listen to the episode, but who is doing Noosa Triathlon this year? And
Mate, have you heard this story? This is a classic, Johnny.
So I think actually Phoebe was over. We were having drinks at the house, and we were talking about Christmas. It's hard to buy gifts for someone who you've been with for so long,
really,
and be inventive.
Yeah.
And she had made a passing comment about triathlon, and I'd been like, bing, right click, save as. Yep. So I'd put a diary invite to when Noosa opened, and I got her an invite, and then for Christmas I'm like, surprise,
Merry Christmas.
You sprung it on her.
Yeah, she had no idea.
Yeah,
Not even doesn't even a pair of running shoes.
Yes,
doesn't even a pair of running shoes.
How did it go down?
Yeah, that's the best question. How do you think it might have gone down, Ellie?
Like a lead balloon.
But as good as my swimming leg.
Yeah.
Sitting in the bottom of Moreton Bay somewhere.
Oh, no.
So she's
So
doing
what advice would you give?
Keep training.
Yeah.
start training.
Take swimming lessons. Watch out for the boats. No, any advice? I'm going to be that person, but just have fun with it. I think we get caught up in the results too often, and I'm going to be really cliche and say it's probably about the journey more than anything. So
you on Hastings Street, Johnny, just have fun with it.
Yeah.
Just have fun with it. I love you. We will be together forever.
Hey, Johnny, did she buy you a reciprocal present in a Noosa
good
Crit?
question.
Noosa Crit.
He's doing
Entry?
Peaks Challenge.
What am I doing?
You could do Peaks Challenge.
Oh,
Noosa
God,
Crit.
no.
No, the Noosa Crit. I'd love to see Johnny out for the Noosa Crit the day before.
Man,
Jacket for you, and then you can cheap a jacket the next day.
I reckon the whole peloton will have their finger up your ass.
No, you'll be fully pineappled. I have a question that's going backwards here, but just to straighten these boys up a little bit. Shawnee's finger's not.
can't breathe.
Com Games.
Yes.
What about the Com Games?
No triathlon. They took it out.
Joking.
Yeah.
Okay, that answers that. Thanks very much.
Devastating. But yeah.
So they're not common sense games then.
Yeah.
One of the
No.
biggest sports in the world.
Yeah.
You'd think the Commonwealth Games of any games would have triathlon
I
in
know.
it.
Yeah. That's only a recent thing, which is pretty disappointing. But
Is there a risk for the Olympics to drop that too?
no, which is good. And we do actually have the relay that's come in as a Olympic medal as well. So I feel like we're pretty strong on the Olympic front. But yeah, Commonwealth Games took it out.
Oh, they put dancing in, mate.
All they need
Yeah.
is just the Runaway Bay Sports Centre. Just
Yeah, exactly.
Got
That's
it all.
you need.
It's already pre-built, mate. Save money.
100%.
Put it into the stadium.
Exactly. So you joined the Cobra 9 team this year. You've done a couple of races with Cat Cross's girls group. You've done the two hardest races in probably cycling history this year.
Yes.
Do you think we're going to see a few more bike races?
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely something I want to dabble in. And to be honest, I don't see a reason why you can't do both. So yeah, I would love to do both and keep cycle racing. But yeah, it's been awesome joining the Cobra girls. I think I've learnt a lot. I think cycling's way more aggressive than I thought it was.
Even the girls.
100%. There was a lot of elbows and stuff going around. I did not know that was a thing.
Does Cat throw elbows too?
No, she's like, yeah. I was going to say she's like my mum, but she'll kill me for saying that. So I stopped myself. But no, she's awesome. She was like really helping me. Obviously, I'd had absolutely no idea what to expect and really threw myself in the deep end. But she was awesome in telling me what to do and where to be. And yeah, she was giving me wheels on the weekend to make sure that no one could get away from me. So yeah, she was really protecting me, which is nice.
And you got a cracking result in Oshie's, didn't you?
Yeah, it was nice. It was really good. Again, didn't really know what to expect.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty tough. It was hard.
The Colo Loop.
That's a
The
shocker.
K-hole.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
How's the
That-
surface? Do you love it?
Oh, it was rough. Hey, literally, literally. I think I left part of my soul out there. Not gonna lie. I still have not recovered. I think only yesterday I stopped walking down the stairs backwards. Yeah, it took a fair chunk, but yeah, nearly cramped too. Not in my shins though. So
You're missing
that's a
out.
new one. Am I?
You didn't go hard enough.
Like, to have that full body experience of like death and destruction in every possible muscle. In muscles, I didn't even know there was muscles there.
Yeah, no, neither. I did have actually, Nick, your cramp fix in the ProVelo. Have you ever had one?
I should have
Yes.
given you a disclaimer
You
before
don't. So
that.
you said you'd listen to the show.
There should be
We
a
spoke about
warning.
that last show, didn't we? Or 2 shows ago?
There
Cramp
should be
fix?
a warning on them.
They're gross, mate.
Oh my goodness.
Your esophagus is still burned, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, no.
It's like that
because
in
do you know what happened? It didn't even make it.
Straight out.
It's in my mouth, straight up my nose.
It's like drinking. It's like drinking New Zealand Sauv Blanc.
oh,
Yeah. Oh,
Mate, just drinking Sauv Blanc.
just have blood, just in general. Box wine.
yeah, awful. Awful.
No, we made
sorry for
we
that.
made a margarita at the Carlisle out of a cramp fix.
Oh. How was
I
that?
told that story
Yeah,
last time.
you told it
Yeah, I
like
swear I told that
probably
story.
3 or 4 episodes
Yeah.
ago.
Oh,
yeah.
gosh, rough.
Ellie told us at the start she listened to every episode. So
Oh, busted. Got some listening to do on the way home.
training
Just get
material.
ChatGPT to summarize it
Yeah,
for
that's
you.
a good idea.
It's like,
Yeah.
some blokes talk drivel, occasionally talented people come on.
And one of your teammates won the Cobra 9 girls won the Tour de Brisbane on the weekend, didn't she?
Yeah,
Yes.
Brittany Dutton.
Brisbane Cycling
Yeah.
Festival was
Extra
awesome.
athlete. Look at us go.
She raced with your sister, she told me.
She did. Yeah. Yeah. They used to compete against each other. They're the same age. So, yeah, they used to go head to head quite a bit back in the day. But, yeah, she's pretty impressive. Like, to back up from Oshie's and then do that, it's pretty impressive.
Was very impressive.
She's killing it at the moment, Britt.
Yeah, she stepped
Yeah,
up.
she's
Yeah.
strong.
Brit's all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's got
killing
good
it.
pedigree. Her old man was quite a good cyclist, I think.
Yes, 100%. Well, he still is. Still
they
rips.
work together,
yeah,
yeah.
Professionally, you know.
rips around psychos.
Brad on his Red Bull bike.
Yeah, can't miss him. Well, should we wrap up Tour de Brisbane, Johnny? You're the only one here that did it.
Yes, look, Tour de Brisbane, and all throughout even last year, we have talked around the fact that an event like this is the thing that actually brings a lot of people into cycling. And last year, I think we gave out about the course quite a lot. And fair play to the organisers. They did some change around. They moved the finish from the not finish on the bridge in South Bank and at the busway to up onto the Story Bridge, which was absolutely transformative.
Did you start under the casino again?
No, so this year we started at the Botanic Gardens on Alice Street, which is right at the bottom. We made our way up through past Customs House, climbing up onto the Story Bridge for the first time to start, and then a far safer run into
yeah?
South Bank as opposed to diving down the footpath of despair and destiny.
When it was
in
wet
the
and
wet
greasy.
with like 300
Yeah.
lunatics all trying to outbreak one another. Again, really clever course design, then coming into the busways and then
So where did they go instead of using that stupid hill?
So they went round the road. So they closed
right.
off more parts of the roadway. So we
Jeez,
could
like
come
shut down Vulture Street or something.
exactly the top bit around, so we could drop down into
Nice,
South Bank and then able to come through from the busway. From the busway, then bringing us out towards Fairfield direction.
Yeah.
Popping out, using some of the bridges there around UQ, again, cutting out a lot of these weird little paths that they'd used before. Even to the point when we reused the Corso, which was actually super cool to do the Corso, Cemetery Hill, Highgate Hill.
Yeah.
Like
Just the
iconic
river loop,
parts of the river loop.
Yeah.
And when we were coming along the parts where you're coming towards the bottom part of the go-between bridge, again, that used to be really, really, really dangerous for these close-off areas. Again, they've closed down some extra roads to give us some
Nice.
bit more room to move. Mount Cootha in the centre of the race
Good call.
this year really transformed how the race goes.
Did it really?
So we come out in through the tunnel, straight up onto the climb, up and over, and then it's out on the highway towards Sumner. So you've got rolling hills on the way over there, rolling hills on the way back, and then the kind of usual very flat out through Kingsford Smith, up towards the airport and back before returning into the city. And then the final couple of kilometers is through the busway, which is so much safer because it was better lit this time round. Also, I took my glasses off knowing that it was going to be super dark.
That's probably why I was better lit, mate.
And, it could have been.
Surprise!
And then we came.
Einstein over here.
Transition lenses on your old fart.
I did a lot of prep. Again, I did the chat GPT on going all through my ideal gearing ratio, tires, wheel choices, everything was picked out for the day. And
Sealant.
Sealant included. And actually, to be fair, we were coming up to the busway and I seen Stuart Shaw, good friend of the podcast, actually take his glasses off. And I'm like, I know exactly what he's doing.
He's
My God,
he's
it's
a smart
brighter.
rider.
Yeah.
Canberra boy too.
Oh, lovely.
Another camera boy. So then we came through, and again, the finish coming out of the busway is actually climbing the whole way past Customs Out, back up the ramps, and then a long finish into the end of Tour de Brisbane.
righto.
So it's
That's
so
a tough
not only
finish.
is it a great finish because it invites you to attack on the climb
And
but
cramp.
it gives you a chance to cramp in the sprint.
Yes.
Look, in my group, we went up the climb.
Yep.
I got tailed. I tried to pace it a lot better this year. I still got dropped.
Yeah.
I didn't get back onto the front group before. However, there was a group behind me that caught me on the main highway, and then we worked together. Actually, worked really well together, including the winner, Adam Lane, was in there, and a couple of other people who were.
Shout out to Laney.
Yeah, big shout out to Laney, but also thanks to all the other people who said hello to me. I can't remember any of your names, but really nice that you said hello. We worked in, we caught the 4.
Dementia, mate.
Full dementia.
Can't see.
Can't see. Don't have any pressure. My legs are breaking down.
What's left of you?
But I'm here. I'm loving
And you can't
guys. Can't swim.
It's rough.
Johnny's vulnerabilities.
But it was so much fun. Like, you know, we catch the front group. We realize we're the head of the race.
What were they doing?
Pardon?
Yeah, were they having a picnic or something?
They stopped at the top of Cootham and got one of those fires going and had a little barbecue. Tossed a few sausages.
I just feel like they just missed out on
And some
my
dicks.
presence and they wanted to slow down, like make sure I got on.
They wanted to say hello to you.
Oh, shit, where's the whale watcher?
Where's that funny Irish guy?
Why is it here? So, and yeah, look, all throughout it, being in the centre of, with Kuthi in the centre, and you notice so much more of the groups, whether people were doing the 110K, the 80K, the 50K, the family bike ride as well, which probably wasn't long enough even for some of the families. It was only 4Ks.
Oh, what?
Yeah, which is a bit short.
Was it a walk?
Gotta say like a walk, but
Walk your bike.
The overall course.
Bring your bike for the walk.
Yeah.
Over and done with in 8 minutes.
Yeah, like literally. So my some of the dads on my street
They're knackered.
took their kids in, and they were all done in 12 minutes in their eyes. That seems like a lot of effort to go in.
Yeah.
Spread around
For 12
Could have done
minutes.
2 laps.
which would have been nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I could barely do 2 pedal strokes as we came into the finish. But yes, a terrific finish, terrific participation. Again, shout out to Adam Lane from my group who took a burner with maybe like 1.5 kilometers to go. As
He
we were
loves a burner.
and he loves it. There was a couple of people trying to chase it down. But we were all basically coming up together, all assuming we were going to catch him, all assuming we were going to sprint. All of us failing pretty miserably at it, me in particular. But credit to him. Then we rolled back down into the event village, and there was just smiles everywhere.
Oh, good.
Like everybody had a story from the day. Everyone loves doing the closed course. My favorite bit had to be descending Mount Cootha. So generally,
Johnny did it twice.
Double white lines, hey.
yeah, I mean, like being able to come down, being able to come down Cootha when it's closed is amazing. And when you're coming down with like a couple of people
The
from the other
turkeys.
grades who maybe aren't super quick, and you're going the
Flying
inside, the
past.
outside, you just feel like Tom Pidcock.
You do,
You're
yeah.
just like ripping around.
Yeah.
And there was just lots of stories, lots of fun. You know, I know there was 1 or 2 crashes, but not as much as last year. So I think credit's got to go to the organisers for putting together a better and safer course. So I think even in the wet, like lots of that would have been an awful lot safer than it was in the previous years. Good events going, lots of beers flowing afterwards.
Yeah, what's it like afterwards down that south?
Yeah,
Kangaroo Point?
really good vibes. There was a lot of like tired bodies. Every single group rode extraordinarily fast. I know the RCA boys who ran in the 1934, like, so Joshy was there. Joshy finished 4th with a group of 3 that finished away, which is included our boy Rhino. They did it in like 2 hours, 36 minutes for 108 kilometers. You know, we did 2:42 and we had like backed off in the last 20. But
did Rhino get second, did he?
Rhino got 3rd. Jeez. So unfortunately, and I don't think he'll mind me telling the story. So he's sprinted
too early,
and there's like a couple of different timing barriers. And then there's the actual finish line. And this can be a weird thing. Like, you're never actually sure where the timing chip is. So you really need to keep sprinting. He had come across one of the barriers thinking that was the timing thing. And the guys have just come around him right at as they go under the line where the actual time.
The smartest rider in Brisbane.
He didn't post up, did he?
I don't know.
Hope so.
I'm not sure, which is a shame because he was in good condition. And
Rhino's flying.
Yeah, it was a fast race. It was super fun. It was very hot. That's what I'm.
Who got the Kink Com, Johnny?
I don't know. Nico?
I'll tell you, I've got the results here. Let's have a quick look.
Okay.
Josh Rowe with Ryan Thomas just in second. 2 seconds back.
What did they do?
12:37.
Was it the whole segment?
That must go.
They go from, last year it was, that like deviation where Cootha front turns off. You can either go around or up. They went from there and the finish line was at the top of Cootha back. And so it was the fastest time over that segment.
Gotcha.
Not first over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it just goes to show, like, even though there's a relatively high cost of entry, it'd be like, what, 2 to 2.5 times more expensive than a typical race entry, but everybody shows up. Men, women, kids, all age groups represented, all with the chance to, like, ride on closed roads, long distance, short distances. I met up with a friend of mine today. Him and his dad friends all got together, did the 80k ride, went out for beers afterwards. Wow. You've got people who want to qualify, go to Japan.
Yes. Yep.
You've got people like Brittany riding the wave of Oshis and then going out and trying to get another big race result. Like, there's something for everybody in the Tour de Brisbane, and I think that's why it gets such a huge attraction. And hopefully, and I think we'll maybe make this the topic of one of the upper episodes. Maybe there's ways we can, as cycling community here, maybe cash in on that, but we'll leave that for another episode.
Yeah, I think so. There's lots to discuss there. But it was a fantastic event, Brisbane Cycling Festival.
Well done.
It's always a cracking event ever since it started. It's, in its 6th year now? 6th or 7th year?
7, yeah.
Geez, I'll look forward to it every year, you know?
Well done, Pops.
Hanging out with kids.
Gonna let it go.
Hanging out with kids now, mate. But yeah, no, it's a fantastic month of cycling they put on. It starts at Nationals on the track and flows all the way through to Tour de Brisbane as a finale event. And
you could almost argue it was ProVelo Q Tour.
Like
and
it.
then it was,
yeah, but fuck, yeah.
Jesus, Nico. You got shares in it, have you? Nick's buying shares in ProVelo, so he's just trying to pump the shit out of it. He's called the pump and dump.
The pump and dump.
Yeah, he's got, this is
Terrible.
That's what happens when you're buying shares.
He's
mate.
day trading them.
He's day trading it. He's trying to pump it up and he dumps them. He goes, sucked in everyone. I won.
Yeah, he's
a
invested in
race, Nico.
shorts on his own shares already.
Short.
just rug pull the whole peloton.
Rug pulled. This has gotten out of control, Ellie. Apologies for these cretins.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, should we have a quick debrief of Paris Roubaix?
What a killer race.
Wow,
Yeah.
baby.
I don't usually stay up and watch many races.
Nor do
The
I.
time zone's terrible.
It was a lot earlier.
I got suckered into that one, and I'm so glad I stayed up till, was it just after 12?
Yeah, it was a
or
lot
something?
earlier this time.
It was good. It was
Yeah, I was just dozing off, so I had to can it, so I didn't miss a metre of action.
That's what I did too.
Yeah. But I woke up first thing in the morning, turned the phone off, and watch the rest. But yeah, cracking race, brought tears to my eye. Wow, cross the line first.
A great man.
My God, he's wanted this for so long, and he finally
2018.
got it. Yeah,
I mean, the bridesmaid so many times.
yeah. And it was also good to see, like, you could not script one thing that happened in that race.
And it was a proper fair win as well. Like it was proper gritty.
He had the least amount of punches, though.
It's insane.
The
And
least amount of punches.
when I saw Poggy on the blue bike,
That was the best, wasn't it?
mate,
He looked like such a Hubbard.
mate,
Dog of a bike.
dog of a
He was sitting there
bike.
like Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
I looked it up.
Cables flapping around in the wind.
Yeah.
I looked it up. It's a Canyon Endurace CF. I think it retails at about $3,000 for the entire bike. Like it couldn't be more of a Hubbard bike if it tried.
It's got a dropper
admittedly-
post on it, mate.
So but it does. It has it. So it's got a dropper post.
Well,
so
yeah,
you
I
can adjust your
understand.
height.
Right, mate. Wake
It
up.
does have Dura Ace on it and like Dura Ace wheels, but it is a complete Muppet bike.
Yes.
And watching Poggy on it just goes to show like how different he looks when he's on
Yeah.
like, the proper Go Fast bike. So that's the lesson. Buy Go Fast bikes.
Did you see its Go Fast bike had a 35mm tyre on the front that measured 38?
What?
Yeah, it looked like a CX tyre.
Seriously, on some of the front-on
Sick,
shots where himself and
wow.
Wout van Aert were
It was on
away,
pizza cutters.
it looks like he was on pizza cutters.
It's like Baker's gravel bike. Now I've worn all the tyre and tread off.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
It was a crazy race. And look, I generally have always been of the view that the best hour, well, probably now hour and 20 minutes in cycling is Milano-San Remo and the finish. So it used to be from Poggio. Now because of Poggi, it's from the Cipressa. And that was a level of excitement you couldn't believe. But my favorite race is always and has been Tour of Flanders. I always felt like that Paris Roubaix was too susceptible to punctures and mechanicals, which it still is. But yet, when I watch this race, and I watch it from like 160 kilometers to kilometer zero, it was like you couldn't predict what was it. I was glued to the screen as people would have either punctures, mechanicals. They'd go offline. They'd need to chase it, and then they'd chase back on, and it was just ebbing and flowing. It was incredible.
How incredible was his pull when he had to get off that blue bike, got back onto his Y1, and he worked with the whole team. They just rode through another peloton and then just chased to the front of the race.
That was
so quick.
Yeah.
And
that did him in, though, I reckon.
They averaged over, I think I put it in the chat, like 54k an hour for the first hour of that race.
That's
They
wild.
were
It's
absolutely
insane.
And there was this incredible, there was a number of incredible overhead shots, but one of the excellent shots is when Poggi and the team were coming in to catch the lead group just as they started the Forest of Arnberg, and he's like swooped to the front. It was almost carbon copy of when they came back onto the Cipressa. And they brought it and did the same thing, and they swooped right to the front and just took it on again. And you know, we're living through an age of cycling at the moment where we've got like so many superstars.
What about Van der Poel? Like,
It was
mate,
I
I reckon that was actually the ride of the day. Even
100%.
he must have been
wa-
putting some serious watts in to catch that.
But he wasn't even going full tilt because he's like, I thought I'd lost.
Yeah, if he got on the bike 30 seconds faster, he was there.
He finished
The gap he pulled.
17 seconds behind
Yeah, man.
in the end.
Yeah,
Like,
it wasn't a
obviously,
lot.
Wout and Poggi were
Dicking
cat and
around.
mousing a little bit, but to get 17 seconds,
Yeah,
oh
and
my
it just goes
God.
to show like the smallest of differences for all of the tech and all the things. So number one, there was a big brouhaha at the release of, you know, Canyon's Endure CF4 that he was made specially for Van der Poel for this,
Didn't even
which he
use
didn't use. he used Ellie's bike instead. He was like, what's Ellie doing? And then a massive, you know, faux pas from the team where they're using slightly different pedals. That is
bunch
just
of idiots.
unbelievable.
Not a day for it.
not a day to do that.
What a bunch of idiots.
You know, I mean,
It's
if whatever about nothing new on race day, certainly nothing new at Paris Roubaix.
But
Yeah.
even the boys didn't even realise.
Yeah, nobody knew.
That was the funniest part. Like, Philson jumps off and he goes, like, surely they'd speak about these different pedals.
Yeah.
Surely. Did you see the other thing that was pretty interesting? Poggi had special aero socks on, covers. He used a baby pin to tighten.
That's right, a baby pin.
To tighten up his aero shoe covers because they don't fit tight enough.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and there was actually most of the I'd say nearly everyone in the peloton was running like full aero shoe covers as well, which just goes to show like how much aerodynamics has become a huge part.
They averaged
of the course.
48k an hour for the whole race.
That's
It's sickening.
course record, isn't it?
Is that why there's so many punches? Do you think just because of the speed you're hitting these bumps at?
Yeah, maybe it's not a
Cobbles?
bad point.
Potentially, and because they did have a tailwind, so it was always going to be a very fast race.
That seems like there must be a stat somewhere, but it seems like there's more punches. And maybe it's just because the good guys got the punches this time, but it seems like there's so many more punches than it has been in the past.
Well, I reckon every person would have got a puncher at least.
Poor old
Filippo Ganna. All of the punctures.
Everybody
Mate,
I
reckon he
thought
got-
I got punctures, and then I was like, Pippo, no, you get punctures, buddy.
He got half a
He got
dozen,
all of-
surely.
He had more
My God, poor bloke.
burning matches.
But he kept coming back, and then that final one.
Really crashed.
Where he high-sided himself.
Yeah. He's just like, I give up.
But yeah, a terrific final. Watching them coming in, watch that sprint. Again, terrific job from out to like just explode out of the wheels, and then have the emotion pour out of him, and then give the story about
Teammate.
Michael Golas, who had passed away in his first outing of it.
Yep.
Even
That was such a nice speech, hey?
it was really nice.
Very
And-
composed too.
Yeah. Yeah. And like for that to be the first thing that he says
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well. Fuck,
you could see this was something that,
Yeah.
like, not the expectation of Flanders for him to win these races, not for him being the nearly man, not for him doing something for his family, not for him, finally having a
mate.
big monument. Is like the thing I did for my friend that I lost this time ago that has never left me.
Yeah.
And all I wanted to do was point. It was pretty special.
Very.
It was pretty special. But what was also pretty special on the other side of the fence for the women's race, but well, not so special if you're in Visma
God.
was the absolute detonation. I mean, like, Visma are becoming very good at, coming second and third in
Yes.
3-up sprints.
Yes.
Like, fair play to her. So Franziska Kroch from Germany,
very well,
German
mate.
champion, like, she was just taking chunks out of people the whole way through the race. And when
She was a beast.
absolute beast. And when she got away with, like, not just two people from the same team, but arguably one of the greatest of all times, of all athletes of the sport, and certainly the GOAT for women's cycling, Marianne Vos, and like the GOAT elect in Pauline Ferrand-Prévot, you're like, you are pretty much towing your own hearse.
Yeah.
Plus you're an assassin, to
Plus-
the line.
Way to put it.
Person assassin.
And then she comes in
That's the Undertaker.
to the velodrome, and now, admittedly, Ferrand-Prévot ends up doing the lead out. Not the greatest lead out I've ever seen. I feel like she was having shin cramps as well.
Needed a cramp fix.
The cramp fix. But again, to see the, I suppose, the underdog win against big champions and have that finish was absolutely superb. I know that we probably didn't get to see as much of that race as we probably should have, because it was, again, a very, very entertaining battle. How the organisers go about this, I'm not sure. I don't have the answers. I just feel like as the product gets better, and these finishes and races get better, we need to make more time for it. And I think I'll leave it at that. Oh yeah, we've got the sprint going on here, so you can see Ferrand-Prévot. She is like just pedaling to the shops. She's just getting some bread. Voss is up on the high banks, and then Koch goes coming round. This is the bell lap again. Ferrand-Prévot is
she's
still
up.
looking for some milk, maybe like some lollies, to
the
see
paper.
what she, like, again, not the greatest lead out of all time.
Why is she in third wheel?
Voss is in third wheel.
Yeah.
So again, as a very experienced racer, she would know that coming up high on the bank and then dropping down and cutting under is one of the best ways to win. But Koch has done very well. Look how she pushes her high up first and then holds
her
her,
up there.
holds her. So
Kept
now
her
she
up there.
cannot come around. She'll drop down now into the line. As she comes around, she knows
Well
now there's
played.
no way. She's always got to come the high line, and then it's just push, push, push. It's an incredible sprint. And the whole way, the second throw, and Koch has it. Big celebration. Absolutely superb.
Got
What a finish.
her technique from Jonathan Milan.
Yeah, just bouncing everywhere.
The old
Mate, she just held her on that line. It was
Yeah,
that was
it
magnificent.
really well executed sprint. Very, very thoughtful. And like, you think, like, after that much racing, having that much tactical nous, against the best finisher in the world in Marianne Vos. Like that shows incredible skill. Like, yeah, it was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
Before we go on to the usual agenda of racing and the mountain, do you want to talk about your new bike, Nico? Before we
Save it for next one.
We'll dabble on it. Well, tell us about your bike, Freebie.
No, still, I don't even know where the thing is. I think it's stuck in transit. DHL rang me today.
Well, we've brought it up in the last 2 episodes. We'll bring it up now. Let's go.
So those that have maybe missed a few episodes, Ellie.
Sorry.
Ellie.
May not be aware, I did have a beautiful Cannondale Super 6 Evo, and I did turn it into a folding bike when I crashed it into the ground up at Sandgate. So it was in 2 pieces. So
That's what insurance is for, mate.
that's exactly what insurance is for, and it takes a little bit of time for the process, but we have everything approved. My short list was down to a new Cannondale.
Yep.
Got a lot of requests to get a Y1 RS, but that's a lot of money.
Yes.
Our
good friend Andrew Griffin just bought one.
he does.
Griffo.
He's got one built up at the moment.
Yeah.
I love Griffo.
He's got one there. Griffo and I are actually the same size. We're a splitting image of each other, if you didn't realise.
Hey, mate.
Yeah.
He'll see you in a few weeks.
That's it. I'll probably by June. I'll be on it. Or a Cervelo S5, but I couldn't get any stock. I tried a few avenues for that. So
You didn't tell me.
well, yeah, I asked what's his name, Moffat, and he said, "Yeah, no chance." So
Dream on, champ.
Anyway, we have got
Getting
the quote was approved and has been paid to Tandem, and we're getting a new Cannondale Super 6 Evo. Looks like black gloss.
Exactly the
size.
same bike.
But the new version.
Cut and
Same,
paste.
yeah.
It's the new version. It's the new Gen 5 or 6 or something. So I can't
extra
tell the
carbon.
difference. Less carbon.
And to be fair, when you crashed, I think the first thing we said is like, you are going a long way to upgrade your Gen 4 to a Gen 5. But you've been successful, so congratulations.
Man, it's a bit like when
bit of
Commodore
paperwork.
used to bring out a Gen 2 to Gen 3, mate. Everyone went nuts for it.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I can't really see the difference. I'll give you a ride view, but I reckon the most stressful thing about getting a new bike is the pos. Trying to work out, because it's a one-piece handlebar and stem, and they're so
That is scary.
it's very expensive, and if you buy the wrong one, you're kind of stuck with it unless you want to pay even more money to get it again. So
And there are a few slight geometry changes with the new frame, isn't there?
Oh, God, mate. You must be nervous.
the bike's 4 mil longer in the top tube, so I've actually gone back 10 mil on the stem, so I can
Did ya?
sit in the tuck just a little bit more.
I thought we
Put your head
agreed
down,
you
mate.
weren't.
Just put your head down.
Stuck
This
your
is why this is stressful.
Yeah.
This is why it's stressful.
Yeah.
I thought we agreed that you were going to keep the same stem.
Oh, dear.
No, because it's a 130, so I've gone back to 120. And
What
then-
stem length do you run, Ellie?
90. I'm little.
Have you played around with your stem length?
No. Well, yes. Initially from Canyon, I went to 110 because I was on a S-Works before. So we thought we're going
Best
to have
bike.
to make it. Yeah, I thought we we're going to have to make it longer. But turns out the smaller fit was better in the end. So
Cool.
We, ended up leaving as is.
So you're 110 millimeters.
100
Why with the bars?
120, and the bars are the new ones, so they go from 38s and they flare out to 42.
Oh, I love that.
I've been riding this
I love that.
gravel bike, and one thing I've really liked on it is the handlebars are super wide. I haven't measured them, but they've got to be 46 or something. And
Jesus.
you get to a hill and you don't have to down change. You just stand up and wreath on these handlebars.
In the drops.
There's so much torque. It feels really, really nice.
I might buy a set.
Get a good handlebar with a bit of flair.
I
It feels
do,
really nice.
I do need to do some work to my gravel bike.
Get a good one, and I like it. So it should be here end of this week, maybe.
Good luck with that, champ.
Exciting.
Oh, that is exciting. I love new bike day, new kit day.
Yeah.
These are always
Hope it
great
doesn't rain, eh?
No, it's not going inside if it's wet. But, no, it should be cool.
He'll still have Baker's gravel bike.
Yeah, just run that thing into the ground.
Yeah.
And I'll come for your Scott afterwards.
Just come for his TT bike, mate.
It actually doesn't have a rear wheel at the moment, so
Perfect. What about you, Johnny? You dropped a bit of a rumour the other week.
Yeah.
Back
So look,
to
this-
9 or not to 9?
There's really, this is a question as to the group as well as out to the listeners, and then I'll follow up with a listener question that I got over the
Okay.
Tour de Brisbane.
Okay.
So yes, it's bike replacement time. I currently have an S-Works SL7, which I absolutely love, and I'm looking to get upgrade to the new bike. And there's some great deals to be had on the SL8 at the moment, which is the
I
bike
wonder why.
I really wanted. But the reason there's good deals
Tour de France
You'll
coming.
get
is
it and be
because
old
the
tomorrow.
SL9
Oh, no.
heavily
That Dan
rumored.
Bigham
How's it
did
specialised?
drop a little hint.
He did drop hints, and the fact that Specialized have not really been discounting these bikes up until this point
Yeah,
is
surely
giving
wait.
me a lot of worry.
Heartburn.
How's the marketing when they bring a new bike? They just bag the old ones so hard that it's too old, it's too heavy.
It's
20 watts.
37% faster.
They just dog it so hard. You couldn't do that to yourself.
You know, like I come from an engineering background, so I know the differences will not be much, and it makes no
Yeah, it
sense.
does.
And yet here I am. just
Mentally, it's
like-
going to screw your head.
Yeah, that's it. It's like
Yeah.
it's up here that it's already
Totally.
messing up my noodle. The pink ooze.
The noodle is just oozing around.
Yeah.
What's
So-
the question from the crowd?
So the question of the crowd is it better to take the SL8 now at a great
Cheap.
deal,
No.
or wait for the SL9? But
Wait.
here's the dilemma. If I wait, I don't get to take my new bike to Italy in July for my big cycling holiday, which
That's
is
assuming
like
Trump
my
doesn't.
big thing. Assuming that the war
Trumpy
stops and Trump
Yeah.
stops. Because that's the big goal, and that's the primary purpose for the bike. The
Nah.
bike's going to be built up as
Surely
a...
wait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I reckon
definitely,
wait,
mate.
Yeah.
I reckon wait. Travel with the SL7.
Once you
Yeah.
go,
That way
could
you
break on
don't,
the
you
plane.
don't care about
Yeah,
it.
worry free. 100%.
So anyway, that's my listener question. I want listeners to come in and vote on the Instas, on the emails. Now,
Emails.
now I do have...
Send us an email.
I do have a question.
Backside at Poddy.
SL9.
To 9 or not to 9? So question. So one of the guys who came up and said hello to me, Disco Bob.
Hello.
He's a good bloke. Hello to him.
G'day,
he
Bob.
said, where did the 500 watts please come from? And is it an ode to Jesse Coyle from our rival podcast?
definitely not that.
Definitely not an ode to Jesse Coyle. And why did he mention that? I want to know why he mentioned
Because he said he'd been listening to a couple of their episodes, and he recalled just Jesse saying,
Jesse
"Oh,
thinks his
500
FTP is
watts."
500 watts, mate.
Maybe Jesse listens
Jesse
to
thinks
us.
his FTP is 500 watts, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Joking, man.
Yeah. Well, our FTP is 500 watts,
Yeah.
obviously.
Add it together. Sean's 400 and I'm 100.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
don't
really have a
know.
good...
I think it was. Did Lukey D have a role in that?
I don't know. we were just on the beers one day.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. And then I think Lukey D was a please. And I think
Yeah.
someone just said something about 500 watts, please.
I
And it
reckon
just
it
came
was
from
you,
that.
eh?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly. We should rack our brain over a few beers and work that out.
See if it comes back.
But yeah, and then the whole jingle just came from like an idea.
the jingle is great.
It was just me reliving my youth. Five Cougars. So
That was on another piss up.
we actually need some new material. I think we need to go out again.
yeah. Maybe we...
Time for a refresh, a rebrand.
Maybe.
Mid-season rebrand.
I do. I love the 500 watts, please. So that's one of the things now from being on the
stickers,
show.
mate.
Next time when you're in a race and one of the girls chirps in the thing, just go, 500 watts, please. You do.
That's actually fun. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Sit on that
I'll
for
take that with me.
like an hour, please.
Yeah.
Get it done.
Translated into Chinese.
The-
in the next
the-
race.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was some close to 500 watt action up Cootha this week, and it was Bailey Swan, 456 watts,
The
mate.
little pocket rocket.
It's
Look at
on
slide.
This
Hey.
morning?
6:29, fastest time for the year,
It's disgusting.
and I think
That is huge.
I think it's a top 20
The
all
tick is,
time.
the tick is pumping.
Yeah,
How much?
189,
That's not much, mate. I did that for an hour on the cricket the other day.
mate. He, babe,
I did that for like 4 hours.
geez, that's impressive.
It was.
That
yeah,
is impressive.
178.
I'd be.
It's actually
average.
not impressive. It's bad for your heart.
It is.
I'd be in
I
the
nearly saw the
cardiac
light.
ward.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's not good for your heart. According to cardiologists.
Was that caffeine?
Is that Lambo approved?
It was.
Bloody-
yeah, a lot
yeah.
of caffeine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happens.
Ask Kevy.
So congratulations, Bailey. He's a massive fan of the show.
Yeah,
and,
that was superb.
and he is riding incredibly well at the moment. So Matson McAdam, 710, Mr. Consistent there, and Matty Greenwood, the ex-former king.
Why are the boys hiding their heart rate?
Yeah, I don't know.
Caffeine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much caffeine.
Slam into those.
Has Matson done a sub 7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd hope so, man. He weighs 20 kilos.
Yeah, there's nothing to him. all those three actually are pretty elite on the
Yeah,
all-time
they can
list.
climb, mate. Those
Greenwood's
Yeah.
I wonder
overseas.
is Matson going back to Europe this year?
I
He's
think he is, yeah.
doing a lot of Asian racing.
Is that
this
Chinese?
year.
Ah, yeah,
giant
yeah.
team?
Yeah,
Will
China.
Elliot Schudson go?
Different team.
More
Different team,
Chinese
so.
based.
Schultz is in Japan, mate.
Is he in Japan now? Yeah.
Yep. forever consistent, Lauren Hogan.
Always. How many points?
948, 293 watties.
Bang.
Cruising with the heart rate. She is very keen for the lead out we offered the other week.
Oh, that's what I want to hear.
I'll do the
Yes.
first 20 metres.
Yes.
Downhill. I'll do the downhill bit.
So she's going to send us a message when she's ready and go for it.
Absolutely, yeah. So that's our promise to emerging PR enthusiasts, ones who have consistently showed up. If you're struggling to get there, we will come and help you.
The first bit.
The first bit, yeah, obviously, because we're rubbish up the left.
Or I'll just wait at Channel 10
Yeah.
and do the last bit.
Stringy bark is where we cut out. We're off by there.
You're on your own.
Well, yeah, we've got to get Lauren a sub 8. That's our goal, which a sub 8 for all of us at the moment is going to be quite
Yeah, man.
strong.
I'm about a sub 10.
geez,
Mate, sub 10 would be good right now.
on a motorbike, maybe.
Have we got Ellie's best time up there?
I've never actually done it.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
That's 2
I know.
episodes in a row our guest has not
yeah,
done.
never actually
one of them was a
tried.
sprinter.
Yeah.
Trains 25 meters at a time.
Yes.
Well,
And
Yeah.
the other one's a triathlete.
Yeah, I don't have a good excuse.
We could do 100 laps.
Yeah, have to give it a go.
Yeah, give it a go. Let us know.
I'll report back.
Please do. Well, I think we should wrap it up there.
That was a long episode, but
Yeah.
a good episode.
It's been a pleasure, Ali. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
It's been good to hear a different
Perspective.
different sport.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take.
Yeah, it's been really interesting to see even just how you conceptualize cycling as part of your sport, but then also how you bolt on the other sports. I think we're going to have to get some more of the Brisbane-based triathletes on and share the love around a little bit.
Yeah, we
Maybe we should get a swimming coach on, Johnny, as well.
Yeah, it's called
Tips.
a jet ski. That's what I need.
All right.
Ellie, thank you so much. This is great, boys and girls. Love you lots.
Scott.
See you next time at the backside.
Cheerio.
500 watts, please.